How are you doing and how have you been? My name's Tazastical, this is Cowboy Nation, and it's going to be a good one, party people, because we're officially in the wind down, or wind up, depending how you look at it. Basically, the aim of the game this episode is to make as much progress as humanly possible towards this ship. We've been doing really well of late. You know, the kill box is coming along, we're getting more turrets everywhere. I feel like I'm really starting to understand the game, especially when you play in a little bit more long form. What I mean by that is normally when I'm recording, I play in very short bursts, you know, half an hour, 45 minutes, and coming on these hour-long things, you just seem to get hit harder. Obviously, more things happen. You seem to be able to learn as much. I learn a little bit more, so that's really good. The only thing I do want to note, so the only things that we are going to legit be focusing on is completing uranium slug turrets, because we are going to put some in here. I don't want a crazy turret kill box or anything like that, but just enough so then, you know, it just gives us that added bit of what's the word? DPS. I've got 2 deep infestations, so I'll just bring the squad down here really quickly. Because we've got no reason not to. Let's just make sure the melee people, because I'd rather just sort this out straight away, you know. It would have been better if we didn't have to deal with things like this, because like we said, we are on the wind down or wind up to then actually be completing the game, which would be very nice. So I think this episode is probably going to be along the 2-hour mark, because we're actually going to be really pushing. And like I said, it's actually really handy doing these long form episodes. And I think now we're winding to the end of the series, it's actually a good way. And because at time of recording, the new expansion is coming out as well. So it just sort of, it's all very fluid, do you know what I mean? Or at least I see it like that. So this could be the second from last episode. If not, then I'm absolutely talking nonsense. But to make it so, we need some progress. So now that's sorted. So we're going to be researching there. The Big S has one more bionic arm to do, and then I'm taking the Big S off of smithing altogether. We love the Big S, but with that scar and everything, he's just going so slow, and it's not really helping our cause. We just want one more bionic leg and arm, because Jamie is missing... I can't remember who is missing what. Jamie is missing... a hand is shot off, and then Francis is missing a leg. That's the one. So it'd be nice to be able to replace that. Once the Big S does that bionic part, we will take... Is the Big S... We'll take her off. If that would be very golden. So apart from that, we just want recon helmets for everyone, because we have been a bit lax on that. So it's basically the quest to make more advanced components. I did see Adkins made one, so thank you very much, Adkins. The Big S is currently shredding mechanoids. I'm going to make the Big S jump on this just so you can finish this bionic part. It hasn't got a lot of work to do, but if you look at the bottom left, this is what I'm talking about, speed. It just, for a speed 3, this is very slow and sluggish, so not great. The glittering assembly, I mean, no, it has to be something interesting. We do have a mech cluster on the map, which we will address, but if I remember rightly, the mortar wasn't turning on for like 13-14 days, so I'm happy to leave it, in all honesty. I'd love the Big S to get this done. You are in a very good mood. Psychic smooth mail, about time we had some nice luck go our way. Right, come on. Alright, the bionic arm is done. So the Big S is... Right, that's Adkins. I'm just making sure there's nothing else. That's Miami. That's a blast from the past. And then the bionic leg is up here as well. So that got done. In the meantime, we were just watching the Big S do that. So the Big S, however, can go on to crafting, which means we can take who off crafting? Oh no, we'll leave everyone on crafting, because I mean crafting is just chem fuel and whatnot. I'm just double checking they actually took the Big S off. Yeah, off smithing and whatnot. You're just not quick enough, I'm afraid, and it's just... Yeah. Did you not get the memo? big S. I'm very sorry, but did you not get the memo? Unless that's part of the crafting job. Either way, that's an advanced component. You will need to finish what you're doing there anyway. Then we can queue up. So it'll probably be better doing Francis first, although we're pretty much going to do them back to back. So add bionic arm. No, add bionic leg, right leg. And then go in here. We'll get the old Jenkins machine to operate, because Jenkins is running a tasty level 15 medical skill, which just means doing operations like this are so much better, because especially in the past on my transhumanist playthrough, I didn't really understand the point of a medical room and stuff like that, so we had a lot of cases where it was like we were losing parts because the surgery went bad, and artery blockage for hands. Oh, how bad is that? On your heart. Okay. Can we make bionic hearts? I can't actually remember. Can. How much do you need for it? 15 plus steel for advanced components. We'll see. We are starting to make more advanced components now, which I think now the big S isn't stinking up the joint sitting on it. It's a lot more easier. Let's do what we came to do beforehand, because I think the colonists will really be chuffed. They're actually giving them arms and hands and whatnot, and hopefully this helps Jamie a little bit as well. The Jenkins. There we go, because Jamie needs a little bit of love. She's been good for us, and we haven't necessarily been good for her, bless her. So yeah, just a bit of TLC there. More bionic parts means when we go on speed 3, it's sort of a joke watching everyone, you know, speed through everything. But like I said, apart from waiting on the advanced components, that's pretty much it. We pretty much just need the advanced components for everything. We do have Kenzo, however, still making jackets through whatever material Kenzo can find. That's more just in case we get the chance at a bulk good trader. We can make as much money as possible and get, you know, hopefully all the advanced components they have, components, that sort of stuff. Most other things we've mined now, because it's just steel down here that you're grabbing. Like, don't worry about that. The plasteel that we had down there is gone. The uranium there we got gone. And other things that are in the base, it's just steel, and steel. And we are sporting a healthy 8,000 steel now, so I'm not really too bothered about that. Just make sure no one's going to get bored. Everyone's got stuff to do. But it's basically the advanced component game, and then we're living the dream. So yeah, we're in fluid action. We know what to do. We know what to achieve. Oh yeah, we didn't talk about the mech cluster. So we got the mech cluster down here as part of the quest. The quest? What was the quest? Keeping iguanas. So basically we keep 2 iguanas. They had blood rot, so we have to basically just keep healing them and then they're fine. But we get 825 plus steel and another mono sword. So because our melee people, we've got the Zeus hammer. We've got another Zeus hammer. This is just an overview of like where we're at and where we're going at the moment, because we've come a long way. And I think especially if I'm doing a long form episode with the gang now, it's just an easy way to have a big overview of not only what I'm thinking but what we're doing. So what that will allow, because Hans has the other mono swords, so that means we can have 2 mono swords, 2 Zeus hammers, and then either Niels or Kate will be on just the mace. Niels hasn't got a weapon, and you know me, I do like making sure everyone is equipped with weapons. Otherwise what happens is I draft people and it's just sort of a pain in the bum then making sure everyone is equipped in whatever they need to be equipped in. We've got the charge rifles. I might make 1 more of them. Well, we actually have 2, and we might actually start smelting the sniper rifles. I feel like we don't need them anymore, and we're just using them just for the sake of it. So let's get rid of them, get some resources for them, that's fine. We're basically rocking charge rifles is how we're doing this, and chain shotguns. I really like the stopping power on a chain shotgun, and it looks like what it does is when it actually like smacks the enemy, it just stalls them, which is really nice. So stopping power is free. To put that in perspective though, the thing is they do fire fast as well. We've got to remember they do fire fast. A charge rifle, what is the stopping power on you? See, 0.5, that's a big difference. And the charge lancers? Stopping power 1.5. So I feel like that's a good way to do it. Whether that's the case. So we'll do auto load. Does that mean they're just going to bring them down automatically? If not, I will tell them. No, so can I have Tonya prioritize loading? Prioritize loading. Get them in there so we can get our plasteel. And then that's probably plasteel done. The reason why we're doing it is because we really struggled. There we go. Quest completed. Pods arrived. Lovely. So then we've got the other mono sword. Bit anticlimactic. Probably shouldn't have clicked off that message so quick. If I'd just gone blind, I can see. Oh, there it is. So, is it the same as the other one? So it's got traits. Let's have a look. Blah blah blah. Synchronize there. Accuracy. So we've got psychic quiet. So this weapon suppresses the wielder's psychic sensitivity by 15%. This weapon's persona does not form bonds in the normal way. Anyone can pick it up and use it. That's actually quite good. Nils, remind me what you are. Fast walker and brawler. Brawler means melee hit chances up. So actually, it might be good having you on. It's an excellent one. And then have you on that. We've got plasteel, which basically means we shouldn't have to mine it before I got interrupted rudely with the completion of that quest. Because we didn't find a lot of sections around the map where we could do it. I think we found the odd, like there's one little one there, and there was one little one there. But I didn't really want to take the deep drill over just to that specific thing. So hopefully with the addition of completing that quest, that's enough plasteel to keep us going. I should have checked the mortar down here to see how long until activation. 8.5 days currently, so we've got plenty of time. And the other reason why I'm not too worried about this is there's a lot of unstable power cells. So if we want to bomb this, it's not the worst thing in the world. Like, they do have a mech shield. Is it just the one mech shield they have? Yep. But considering the amount of mortars that we have now, 5 in particular, one can EMP, we time the others perfect, and we can just bomb it into the ground, and the unstable power cells will just make a unstable explosion. Do you see what I did there? I didn't really do anything in all honesty, but my genius knows no bounds. You're aware of this. Come on. Right, advanced components are flowing into the treasury, my lord. So that's really important, really proud of the boys and girls there. Just means then we can push forward, because that's the only thing stalling us. We just want to get recon helmets onto everyone, as you party people rightly said, because I never really knew the best way to do armor and stuff. I was always doing like flak pants, flak vest, flak jackets, because logically it makes sense, but then that's a lot of components you're spending, and especially because we're using Devil Strand on everything, as you can see with the glorious redness of the colony, in a lot of ways it's better. So we go with the flak vests, Devil Strand, what is it, dusters, pants, button down shirt, because the button down shirt covers more, and then the recon helmets, which stop one shots. We are going recon armor on the melees, just because how I use melees, I'm very lazy with them, where I literally stand them in the door, so I want them to have as high a chance to be able to hold that door as possible. And a lot of the times, they take aggro, take shots from the enemy, rightly or wrongly, but they do, so. But I have found a newfound love for melee people. Like, you party people used to always tell me, even my transhumanists, to use them more. And I sort of was like, really? Really? And then since I've been doing it, now I'm like, more melee people? Yes, yes, yes. Because it's so handy. It changes a battle so much. The thing is, I know a lot of you are like, duh. But it's like, when you think about it, you're just like, logically, you want to play how the game tells you, so you want to get a ranged person, stand them behind cover, and then easy. You know, and on paper that does sound good. It's in the logistics of it, then you realise, well, then what happens when you have, you know, hundreds of tribal people running at you? How are you going to stop them? Because they're just going to run. You're not going to be able to kill enough. Your DPS could be massively high, but if you don't kill enough, it's irrelevant. Right, we have got a raid. They might go through there. Here's a tribal raid. So 97 over there. 75 over there. It's going to be a burn, baby, burn. So let's just make sure everyone's in the hide inside. I do need to check this zone because I don't remember the last time we did it. Let's say it's going to be a burn, baby, burn. We're still going to draft everyone down because even with that, even with burning it, we still are going to have to... I wish there was a quick way to see if no one had, like someone didn't have a weapon or something. What I need is mods. I need to sit there one day and actually look at all the mods and whatnot. Alright, come get a Molotov cocktail, please. I will just check this zone because we do want a bit of progress today, but let's not be silly about this. Let's make sure stuff like mistakes like this are not happening, because they're just going to be devastating for us. It'll be very interesting if they come up there. But I've got someone getting a Molotov cocktail to basically burn our kill box. It's the best way to treat these, I imagine, or I found out. It would... Are they attacking immediately? They're going to prepare a while. I think I'm going to take this chance to shoot these with the mortars. Do I really want to? So first of all, I'm going to undraft everyone because they are preparing, so I'm not really worried too much about pushing them too soon. Come get a Molotov cocktail. Do I want to jump on the mortars is the question. I don't want to mortar these in case they go up here. Do I mortar these? I suppose I do. Yeah, I suppose I use this moment. Right, all these equipped with high explosive shells, apart from that one, so it makes more sense putting that onto the EMP. Wait, is it this one on the EMP? Literally just done it and forgot. So we'll go man, 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 and man. I mean, we've got to take it out at some point anyway. Right, you draft then, because that's basically near to firing. And to be fair, if we can get the mortars right, we can take out a lot of these mechs. I don't suppose the tribal people will do much with them, in all honesty. Like, much damage, that is. But it's just, if we can sort of weaken it, it's a no-brainer, really. Do a little bit of damage. Do a little dance, make a little mortar. Let's get down tonight. Right then, Kenzo. Like to spread the mortar so we hit all them high explosives, because we could get out of this really well. Have the centipedes. The centipedes will fight them. Centipedes might even hit the back of them, but that's probably asking a bit too much, because if we do lots of damage, which is what I'm hoping, that's probably not going to be the case. All right, mortar. In an ideal world, we want to destroy that mortar. Or as I choke on air, that's always a good... Do you know what? As a kid, I never remember choking on air. As I've gotten older, the injuries I withstand are... Do you know what I mean? Like, oh, how did you hurt yourself? Oh, I slept funny. Like, I'm sure I fell out of a tree when I was little. Do you know what I mean? Say about kids being soft, but it's just like, geez, running around all sorts, flying off bikes, off ramps, jumping off bikes. Like nowadays, if I get up too quick, I feel sick. Right, let's get speed 3. Just waiting on seedlings, that little yellow bar. I like to time them all like this, especially because we do need the EMP to hit fast. Otherwise, all the other stuff is a bit redundant anyway. Right, man. Man, I'm hoping I can... Everyone's on it. I should be able to target. I targeted them all individually, and now I'm telling them what to do. I'll just aim here. They're so inaccurate anyway. I don't think it's going to matter too much. So there we go. You should fire after seedlings. So seedlings need to fire first. Bang. And then the other mortars then need to go. And let's see what damage we've done. So we're going to wake up the mortar. So the EMP goes in. I know the EMP's already gone in. Well, the mortars weren't as good as we needed them to be. There we go. That's what we wanted, that chain reaction. So now more mechs are coming in. But we needed that chain reaction to take out... Bang, bang, bang. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Another chain reaction will come down here. The reason why we wanted to get rid of a lot of that stuff is so then more mechs can't just be built over time and we have to deal with that every 2 seconds. Not a bad chain reaction. We got rid of all the buildings, which is nice. Now the mechs are coming for us though, but there's a big tribal force down here that can hopefully do a lot of damage, and especially seeing down here, a lot of them are melee. If they can get into melee with these mechs, they can actually do some crazy, crazy damage. So that would be nice. These mortars now, can you move over to hurt these? Because we're in the business, we're in the pain business now. I know, it's gone to our head. We've got these mortars, so let's use them. And we've got a little bit of downtime. We didn't even shut that door though. So we'll get Waltz to do that now, because that's another oversight. Luckily there's no one like right next to them, but there are some mechs coming in. But Waltz does have a jetpack, so we can deal with that relatively quickly. There's a lot to keep an eye on. So the tribal people will go in there, so that's absolutely fine. Very good timing. We're going to mortar them up there just to try and do maximum damage. The priority is shutting these doors. There we go. So go up, go up, go up. Temporary workers. I mean, we're sort of busy at the moment. We will shut these doors as well because they will attack that door because they saw our colonists go through. Regina, I'll draft you and bring you down here. Are we starting to mortar these up here? Not yet. Yeah, we are all aimed over there, so that's fine. It went as good as it could have went. Right, let's have a quick watch over here. That's what we want, because when the mechs are in melee, as we found out throughout this series, they can't hit back. So while these tribal people aren't, you know, got amazing armor and whatnot, and actually do look like they're getting chewed up and spat out, they can dogpile the mechs and actually do quite a lot of damage. So right, we're shutting all the doors. Please say they shut. I hate how slow they shut. It does stress me out. And hopefully we can get some mortar shots over here. Here we go. So here's the first one coming in. This would be nice. It looks like it's going. Okay, I did get a death. I mean, we'll probably do a few more of that and then let them go. So you're about to fire. Right, then we'll leave you. We'll leave you. Don't worry, Kenzo. Just in case you need food and whatnot, and then we do need to prepare. So this is what I'm saying. We'll destroy the doors because they saw us go through that one. That's why I like to double door it like that. People are beginning their assault. I don't know which ones. See, look, they took out that centipede. So we might get lucky, and this is why we tried to time it the way we did. Then we've only got 2 turrets to deal with, and then we can hopefully get these juicy components, although there's only 3 of them to be fair. These mechs are coming in here, so we will have to deal with some mechs. So let me grab everyone, draft everyone, bring everyone over, and then we will literally just have to go Waltz EMP and Tonya EMP. Everyone else just get over as quickly as possible. That would be great. Just having a look to make sure most people have what we need. Why are they over here? Is not really what I had in mind, I'll be honest. Still slag chunks, please. I love just like chicken egg, some hay, some... I don't want to know what you were doing. Right, are they coming down now? They're not. We've got another mortar coming in, though. There we go. But we took out, like, if you actually, like, look, it's nothing groundbreaking, but there's 5 dead people there. And 1, 2... and 2 people down. Like, it's not too bad, really. Like, it's not great, but you got to take that. Gina, where are you going? This is what I'm saying. Like, why are you going that way? This is why you have to keep an eye, because she'd have went out and just died. All because, and the thing is, that's like the zone. Like, that's why I do stress with these zones sometimes. Let's have a pause. We haven't got a big mech force coming in. It looks like the tribe people can do a little bit more damage. Well, they are taking out a few mechs, funny enough. Like, it'll just be... So how many tribal people? 70. So we won't burn the kill box for this. And we'll just get into position. Moods are okay. They're okay. Right, everyone's coming over, so that's fine. The kill box is up and operational, so that's good. EMPs come down. Everyone looks to have armor and whatnot, so that's very, very good. This is the downtime we didn't want, though, but it's... At the end of the day, we're going to have to... We're going to have to deal with this cluster anyway, so I saw an opportunity. I thought, yeah, let's go for it. Especially with the tribal people. The mechs are coming on their way, so let's go for a speed 3 just for the moment. Minor break risk hands. What do you need? You need a bit of everything. If I undraft you, you're going to go eat a meal. So go eat that meal, then come back. The melee people, so let's get Regina up there, Jamie up there, Neil's up there. Actually, I'm going to get Kat's up there just because Kate, whatever we want her name to be, she's got a little bit better armor. We have the EMPs going in the middle, just because then they have better range to throw down. This is the first time seeing our plasteel barricades, so that will be very nice to see how they work. Just the one sniper. Probably need to put him over to charge Lance, in all honesty. Right, there we go. So the shotgun's at the front. Then the rifles at the back. And then another rifle, another rifle, another rifle. We have a lot of people nowadays. We've got Jenkins there in case we need to rescue someone. Neil's there with a backup. We should probably hold one of these doors open, so if we do retreat, at least then it's a fluid retreat. There we go. Then Nils can hang there just in case we need backup. Everyone's in position, so that's really good. Hopefully these tribal people will attack when the rest of the mechs are on their way, which they are now. They have dispatched the tribal people, but I don't know how many we took out, but there's a caterpillar done. I can sort of see they're damaged on them, and when I scroll on of them, a lot of them at half health. A lot of them have been injured, which is actually really nice. Just makes our life that little bit easier. So we've got to deal with these ones. I've got to stop drafting people so quicker. So the tribal people are now coming in. So it's going to be a little bit awkward because I think they're going to come at us in such a period where the mechs aren't here. But we're just going to have to deal with that in all honesty. So look, they're coming down now, but the next group of mechs are quite far away. Okay, to be fair, they might end up even catching that centipede, which wouldn't be the worst thing in the world. So here we go. Here's the first load that come down. I'll let the melee people handle. Cat, if you can get over and help as well, that'd be great. Go here. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Good DPS. Good DPS. Squeaky headphones. Perfect. Right, let's just make sure no one's getting friendly fired. Nope, we're all good. Always nice. Why did you go down just there? Oh, the mortar hit you. So some people... some people have got massive injuries from it. So they're going to catch up with the centipede, which is actually going to be hilarious. Saying that the barricades are even slowing them down. Okay, they're doing well. Then once you kill that last one, there's going to be a space. And another reason why we like this. So there is now a space. So now we're changing them to this zone here. Because then what we can do, everyone's in there. We can undraft everyone. And we can see some people are going for meals. So the people that are going for meals. So you two draft. I can't collect you. If you're going for meals, then you can go. If you don't need a meal because apparently you're too good for food, then come back. Tonya cleaning dirt. Come back then. Probably should have managed this a little bit better than what I'm doing now, but... Right, then come back. Then come back. There we go. Who's got the sniper there? So make sure you're at the back. There we go. You're at the front. And then the people that need meals can go get meals. So hopefully they don't break as much. Cat, health-wise, you're fine. You're fine because I say you're fine. Oh, here we go. Yeah, this is what we want. Actually, the centipede might actually burn the kill box by accident. But this is what we want. Not too shabby. Got one more pikeman. That centipede being there is an interesting proposition because it's going to block them for quite a while. You, please don't go there. Ask you very nicely not to. Alright, you come around here. There's only one more. Do I let a lot of people go? So I'm going to undraft people. So I'm going to go back to hide only. Do I undraft a load of people? Yeah, I do, don't I? So we're going to go hide. And I'm going to go draft, undraft. You lot go. Cat, go. Anyone with really low mood, go. Okay, and how does that leave us, the people that are here? Just trying to have a quick overview of their moods. Sort of as quick as possible. I think we're okay. And then we'll just stand like this. Because we've got to deal with one pikeman. And then this centipede is going to be blocking the roads for quite a while. They're running into them mechs. This is actually quite good. So all we need to now make sure is we manage moods and don't have breakdowns. So this pikeman here is coming in. The plasteel barricades actually held out very, very nicely. So that was really good to see. And then, do we risk it for a biscuit? I think we do. Because of our kill box, we're able to. So we will undraft everyone. That dryad. Dryad. Nearly messed it up. I mean, it's my management of the dryads, but you know what I mean. Because, yeah, we can go on speed free. We can go chill. We can go relax. We can go eat, sleep, and whatnot. We've got that centipede blocking the path for us. On half health, though. How are the... Oh, look, they're taking them all out. They're just dogpiling them. They're just dogpiling them. This has gone as perfect as it can do. They've got one that's really slow over there. This has gone as good as it can because we can go to sleep or get a little bit of sleep. And this centipede hopefully can hold them until the morning. That'd be perfect. Can see where the game, so many people are trying to move forward. Sort of pushing the centipede back a little bit. But this is as good as we could have hoped this. We can send everyone to sleep. Does anyone need treatment that's in here? I mean... Yeah, go tend to them. Why not? We've got so much medicine. We haven't got to be lax about it. They dogpiled the mechs. That's absolutely awesome. We've done this really well. There's a couple of times in this series, let's be honest, with your help. But we've timed everything. We've been so... Not lucky, because you create your own luck. We still had to do damage to the mechs to just help the tribal people, but... He's going to block that. Let's go on speed 3 and just watch this and keep an eye. But we're going to get a full night's sleep. Let's keep an eye on his health. We're going to get a full night's sleep. This is hilarious. And then all we're going to do in the morning is come get a Molotov cocktail after our, like, European breakfast. Come get a Molotov cocktail, burn the kill box, and then we don't even have to deal with the tribal people. And because not too many can engage in once, it just looks like one can engage at a time. While it's got the centipede shut down, locked down. Right, this is pretty nice. It's just a case of not moving too quickly. Don't want to burn it too quick. Saying that, everyone is in here. Who's in a good mood? Not a lot of people, in all honesty. Boromir, come get a Molotov cocktail. Maybe what I should have done was burn it, because they're stuck. got the time to burn it, but the centipede is getting pushed back. What's its health? Okay, it's nearly dead. I'm actually going to draft everyone. Let's draft everyone. You come and get a Molotov cocktail. And then come get down. We're going to have a few breakdowns, but it would have been worse if we hadn't have had this break. Right, we need to... If we can get over here and burn this, then this is going to help us even more. I didn't need the EMPs. Well, I guess you guys aren't having a breakdown, so congratulations. Why is there a stockpile here? I have no idea. I have no idea half the reasons I do things, but I'm pretty sure I didn't do that. Right, mono sword is going to be more important here. Mace. Jamie or Regina? Actually, Kat, you go home. Should probably not decide this here, but it's just easier for me. It's the only reason why I do it. Actually, no. Regina or Jamie? Jamie, see you later. Because we got 2 mono swords. They're better here. And then Regina, come here. Togo. No, Regina. Come here. Have the 2 mono swords. The Molotov cocktails. Let's make sure we turn fire on Will off. Need to be a little bit quick here. Just to make sure we get everything done. Jenkins' mood is okay, so I'm not too concerned. Move you there, move you there, move you there. Should be fine, like, there's a little bit of concern, but nothing too crazy. As long as we can burn this. And then we jetpack up here. Yoink. And then we burn it a little bit more. Then you come down here as quickly as possible. There we go. So they've got to run through the fire, as so. And then I think we've timed this relatively well. Jenkins, I'm confident we're not going to need you. I know. Famous last words. We've let a few people go home. Right, they've got to run through the fire, so they're going to get burnt, take some damage. Just jetpack out of that. And then you can go home. Not great, but the mono swords will deal with that. Nice. Temperature in here is quite hot, but I don't think they'll get hypothermia yet. They'll... Just watching the way they're going down, but the mono swords seem to be cutting them up pretty nicely. Melee going up on them as well, which is actually quite handy, the melee skill going up on our colonists. A lot of them, like, the mono swords both hitting at the same time is like one hit, one hit, one hit. Now we've just got to hang here because a lot of them are going to push through the kill box. So what I'll do is I'll get Niels to come here and I'll just move them here because I'd prefer them not to destroy every door in our base. Although it seems like that's going to happen. Coming up there, so get the melee people down here, get the chain shotgun people here. Because when they just destroy every door in our base, that's quite miserable. And then we are going to have to build it. They push through Niels though. So this is what I'm saying about me being naughty with ranged people. And melee people even. Right, we didn't stop any of that happening, and poor Niels took the brunt of that, so I maybe feel responsible. No, don't cower. Don't cower. Do as I say, please. Your mono sword. Put everyone in the normal zone. Your mono sword can we haul? That'd be great. And everyone else. Undraft. Undraft. We have got another caterpillar on the way. How far is it? It's over here, but its movement speed, where it's been damaged, is like 0.38, so we don't need to worry about that yet. Oh, please don't put fires out. Just go. Please don't put fires out, just go away. Just go away. Oh, for God's sake, go away. Oh, you are in the normal zone, so I'll give you that. Just go away. Jeez. Right, there we go. I thought they were going back to do it then. I was just about to legit lose my rag, because I know I kept it together there very, very well. So there we go. Just got that centipede there to get rid of. It shouldn't take too much effort, but you know, we don't want to give people breakdowns just for the sake of it. Yeah, very good. Love to see that the plasteel barricades held up so well. No, it goes without saying. There's another... Who else has dropped their mono sword? Have you both? Go in the base. But what are you doing? Apart from trying to give me a breakdown, you can go haul that now. I think someone dropped it. I wonder if when I was messing about with people, that's why it dropped. Yeah, I'll hold that door open constantly. And we just have to watch that one there. Days Waltz, yeah. Right. Let's be fair, I could have shut it and they'll move. Like, I hate when breakdowns do this. I find this really redonkulous. I find it really redonkulous. Find this really redonkulous. Like, because I always feel like if a door's not allowed, it's like locked. Like, I know you, like, people go, oh, you can imprison them. Yeah, then we've got to recruit them again. Brilliant. Tonya, throw the EMP grenades. Quickly. Yeah, lovely. Good job. Boromir hasn't got a... Oh, great drafting here, Tazastical. Brilliant drafting. You drafted the real dream team here. Michael on his own having to rescue the colony. Michael ain't done much for us since he's joined. We need him to do something. Easy. Luckily that wasn't... That took a bit of damage, otherwise that could have been worse than what that was. The big S. So I basically drafted the worst of the worst there. Yeah, let's just ignore that ever happens. Get everyone inside. Okay, allow all this though. And then I would like to get rid of these turrets straight away. But let's get everyone sorted. The more important thing is to get defenses up, get the walls up. Oh, good trader. That's why we made some clothes. Walt's in the middle of a breakdown, so sadly we can't use you. I think Cat's our next person. Are you injured or anything? A little bit. Right, let's do this. Please have some advanced components. Please. You have two. I mean, you know, something's better than nothing, I suppose. 1, 2, 3, 4. We have loads of horses. We might actually get some... A horse is that much quicker than camels, just out of curiosity. 5.8. And what's camels? Yeah. They're just a little bit. And I've had to check that. So, as always, we sell stuff fast because then we actually know what we've got to work with. So, let's sell all our levers. I love a bulk's good trader. I will sell like half our cloth. We're not using cloth anymore. So, I will sell like 2,000 of it. I might even sell some oh no, I might just sell the milk, to be honest. So we'll sell like 800 of it, because again, we're not really using it. We'll sell the insect meat. Can we sell the chicken eggs? Doesn't look like we can. Just scrolling to the bottom quickly. I didn't see chicken eggs on there, and we have quite a lot. Perhaps not. Okay, never mind. Sell. What else do we want to sell? I might sell all the jade. Not because jade's not useful, but we're not using it. Or we haven't used it. Wood, we're fine, we've done it. Sell the beer. Sell the persona core, we don't need that. Someone wasn't like paying attention and had that on the background. Was like, what? Has Tazastical lost the plot? Yes, I have. Right, now we're selling all the clothes, and the markup value on these are really good. And then clothes that has been worn and stuff like that, getting rid of that as well. Just because, wow, look how much money we're bringing in, 12,000. Pretty tasty if you ask me, party people, pretty tasty indeed. 12,500 and the change. And now we buy what we would like. So the question is what would we like? So the horses we might get, but I think we're done with animals really, aren't we? And we've loved the camels. We can't mistreat the camels really, can we? Right, so 15 components, yes please. 2 advanced components, yes please. Medicine, I'll take it all. I might even sell a little bit of Devil Strand, although we're probably going to find we haven't got enough to buy everything. Or we're selling too much, I should say. We'll take all your plasteel. We can buy some sandstone blocks, but I'll pause on that for a moment. Wood, we're fine on wood. Scroll down. Alexa robe, we'll take that. Shame they didn't have any recon helmets or anything like that, but they do have 3 low shield packs. We will take them. Okay, and we've still got 6,400. Oh yeah, look, it says down here that they won't take it. I wonder if it's an exotic goods thing. Right, what else would we like? Alexa vest, but I don't want that, because then we have to take off our one, don't we? Let me just see. Layer middle. To put that in perspective, button down, t-shirt is layer skin. So yeah, it would take place. But the robe is good because then we have a little bit more psychic power, so I'm happy with that. Then we scroll up to have a real good look at what we can. Probably then don't need to worry about getting rid of the jade. Steel, do we need steel? Well, we need sandstone blocks. So I'll buy 600 of them just to start with. We've got medicine coming in. And it's a case of do we just get some food? I'm just making sure that the trade we do here, because we're probably not going to get another bulk good trader. So actually take all the steel because we've got the money too. This is probably going to be the last trade that we ever do. So let's make sure... Oh, there's go. 11 more jackets to sell. Lovely. Let's just make sure we're not missing anything really silly. Take all your gold. Okay. Yeah, having 3 low shield packs and being able to buy that is pretty solid. There we go, just making sure all the clothes is going, because like we said, after this it'd be silly if we didn't make the most of this, and I think we have. Can we take all your sandstone blocks? Yeah, we'll do that then. All your sandstone blocks. All your medicine. Feel like we can take all of that just to be able to make drugs. And then you have got 22 meals, I'll even buy them off ya. Yeah, that's a pretty banging deal. Pretty banging. I mean, we've taken near on everything. Like, I'll take 250 more wood, but I don't think we're going to need it. I'll sell the jade for it then. Pocket some cash. There we go, party people. We've emptied the stockpile. And we have resources galore. Resources galore. I would like... Where is Bree? You're going to have a meltdown. I'll hold left shift, but you can wear the Alexa robe. That would be great. Other than that, it's a case of who takes the low shield packs. Or who we trust them with it. So, Michael, hold left shift. You can equip one. Francis, you can equip one. And Ting Ting, you can equip one. There we go. We should have 4, because I'm pretty sure someone has one, unless that was the one that I used with one of the attacks. But that is very good for the colony. Very good for the colony. So we'll just say 3 for the time being. We have 3 low shield packs. We have a animal pulsar. We have 2 animal pulsars, 5 mortars. We're getting armor on everyone. We've got Doomsday rocket launchers. Like, we're coming for the victory here. We are coming for the victory. I'm going to let moods get up a little bit, and then we'll come down with a smoke launcher, take these remaining turrets out, mainly just so we can get some of the resources down here, shred some of the mechanoids. Not a massive priority currently, but we do have to think about it. Cat, when you come over here, can I get you to shut these doors, please? Thank you very much. Perfect. The kill box over here does need work, but I'm okay with leaving it just for the moment. We are hiding inside. There is a little bit of a fire raging. No, let's just go normal zone. The threat is gone. Let's get everything sorted, Tazastical. Come on, no messing about. We're coming for the win. Right. Let me just check the zone. Yeah, the zone's fine. The zone's fine. Okay, cool. Yeah, big day. 15 advanced components, which means Adkins can then jump on the recon armor for the melee people, which is huge. Because Niels doesn't have... It's not a coincidence the melee that are going down. Problem is I'm not being careful enough. The melee people going down are always the ones without the armor, so we do need to give them a little bit more love. 16 advanced components. If we can get the armor up, then we'll be at a point where it's like, right, now we're building the ship. Now we're going. I mean, obviously we built the first little bit, but if we can get the rest going, that's going to be massive. Absolutely massive. I'm so proud of how well everything's going. I know it sounds silly and whatnot, but this is easily the best colony I've ever had in Rimworld, and we are just full speed ahead. Choo choo! We're on the progression train. Choo choo! Right. Seedlings. Get your stuff together. We're getting out of this Rimworld. Gotta love it. Tainted recon armor. Yeah, I can never get the bills right to get rid of the tainted stuff. I suppose what I can do is come in here, smelt apparel. So if I'm smelting apparel, or if I lower that to 51, I don't understand why it's not doing it all. I suppose because the standard is so high on them. Yeah, good point. Okay. Right, let's have a look at this. Because I find it's easier than to see recon armor, recon helmet. It's basically just recon armor, recon helmet, so then we're pretty cushy. Some of them have been started. It's got a recon armor that's basically done. And then we've got a recon helmet that's not far off. So it's looking pretty legit. Like if we look at Kenzo, for instance, and look at his gear, it's pretty legit. Pretty legit. Oh, look, it actually shows you overall what the armor rating is. I can't believe I'm only just finding that. So Regina, for example, yeah, very good. Okay. Jamie's making some clothes, because then if we do get a bulk good trader again, it makes sense. Then we've got a little bit more stuff to sell, and you never know, the plasteel might, I don't know, dissipate. So we got Gina on the Zeus hammer. Jamie, I like cut off mid-sentence there, but I did want to make sure. Where's Hans? I swear Hans keeps moving. Hans. Why have I lost Hans? There. It's because when Hans doesn't have a helmet, it really throws me off, because I think Hans is a male. So like I see the female and I just like move on. Hans, you need to... Where is your mono sword? Oh, you've still got it. So who dropped theirs? Niels. So I'll hold left shift, get the mono sword. And then we've literally just got Cat on the mace. Is there anything I can do for your hungry, absorbed corpse? I mean, we'll sort that out, don't worry. Okay. Yeah, very good. Five people, and what, 4 of them have very good weapons. The other one just has a mace. Wonder if we just... to be honest, right, I know you party people aren't a big lovers of plasma swords, but let's get you on a plasma sword. Because humans you can deal with, mechs you're just there. Because, like, the mechs, apart from the Zeus hammers that are going to get the stuns in, like, we basically use the EMPs anyway. So just get a plasma sword, we've got them. We've even got a spare one as well, which is nice. To be fair, that is a better quality one, isn't it? Oh, no, it's the same quality, okay. See, all the snipers have gone, all that sort of stuff. So that's very, very good. I'm going to go bills. Do I want to smelt the really rubbish? It's not going to matter, so don't worry. Okay. Okay. I might, because we have got some... Oh, we've got some shield belts. Have we got any smoke belts laying around? Or not? Doesn't look like it, does it? I was going to say, we could actually equip a couple of them. That wouldn't be the worst thing in the world. Right, advanced components up to 16, so I would like to see the armour get going. Research-wise, we're very close to getting our uranium slug turrets. As we come close to the first hour of the episode, this does mark near the halfway point. We're going to go for a 2-hour episode just to fly into the last episode, where we will just go for as long as we need to go. I want the last episode to start with us starting the ship. So we've got an hour of me. I know, you lucky so-and-sos. I look out for you. Don't forget it. Right, I would like to grab a few people. So let's grab Togo. Get a smoke launcher. And then let's grab... I do want to make sure. Let's grab... You come down because you've got a rifle. Boromir, can you come get a charge rifle? Then you can come down as well. I don't want to take the world down with us, because then it gets a little bit complicated. Boromir, then come down. I can't even remember who picked up the smoke launcher. Jesus. Who did I... Michael? Someone? Who's got a smoke launcher? Kenzo. Who did I even click? Adkins. No. Who did I tell to pick up that silly smoke launcher? I lost the plot. Togo, okay. Togo, I told you not to go. I know. I don't know how I come up with these jokes, party people. Right, come down. Let's get rid of these turrets. We're just going to come down here, line of sight it, because then the turrets won't see us there. Come down here, smoke launcher there, destroy the turrets. I don't want to bring too many people, because then it gets a bit weird. If they're not in the smoke, then they get hit, and that's a bit negative. Right, good job. Right, let's make sure we come down correct, because we don't want silly injuries here, because that would be extraordinarily silly, because we don't need to. Right, Togo stand there. Smoke launch there. There we go. And then you two silly sausages. Come here. Then attack that one first, just because that one's a bit more scarier. And I know you don't need to stand in the smoke. I know you can stand behind it. It's just a line of sight thing. But it just makes me feel better standing in it. And they're a little bit closer, so... Come on. Because then we should get a mood boost once we do all this as well, hopefully. Hey, there we go. There's the mood boost, you know, because we've got the little green skull thing. So that's defeated mech cluster +4. And we get our map back. And we completed some quests. And we defeated another raid. Like, none of you lot are amazed, but I'm like, I can't believe this. I can't believe this. Like, seedlings in the gang have had faith in me, party people, and I'm rewarding them on a consistent basis. While you jokers are down, can you like haul some stuff when you go up? Because that would be quite nice. Not that we're like struggling for resources, but let's not be lazy about it, do you know what I mean? Because in a minute we'll be wanting some of these, and then we'll go, why didn't we pick them up? Oh, I was just making sure there wasn't a turret down here, but no, definitely not. Hold the steel, I guess. There we go. Very nicely done. Very, very nicely done indeed. And yeah, we have our entire map back, which is perfect. Is there any wildlife we would like to hunt? I don't think so. We'll have a look at the food stockpile, but it does look fine. I mean, like, look fine on the left-hand side. It'd be nice if we get some fine meals, but I think the setup has made that difficult, in all honesty, but not impossible, just difficult, and we haven't prioritised it perhaps the way we should have, so that's our fault. So just something to think about in the future. I have liked, I think cows are so powerful though. They're so powerful, like such a, like not as in like they've been beating raiders back, although that would be funny and I would pay to see that. Getting Bessie with a machine gun will never be the same again. Right, the last research that we're going to do, we might do foam poppers. But I think we're going to pause on the research. I don't think we're going to do foam poppers. We probably should. Right, the kill box over here, it's already been built. It's already getting built. So floors, the most important thing is to put the hay back. So I like the hay going all here. And then I like some bits there. There we go. There's a door there. So we've learnt our lesson. Let's not leave stuff indoors. Perfect. Cancel that because that will never get built. Okay. We move, we groove. There we go, uranium slug turrets. Watch them need like the most ridiculous amount of resources. Security. They need less plasteel. It's actually not that crazy. We will wait on that though because I don't want to blow our load with our components straight away. He's going down, very, very nice. Because we don't need to hay the whole thing because it's just a bit redundant. That little thing cooks it up nice. Obviously, we did have plans of a kill box or a burn box here. We don't really need it with the hay. We just open that, and where this is so big, we pull them down. Sandstone wall, because we've got sandstone blocks because we bought all the blocks, which was lovely. Then we're on deep scanning. It's going to come more into play if we find components, really, which we haven't this whole series. I'm convinced you can't find them. I'm going to need, like, video, photo evidence that it happens. Otherwise, I'm not having it. Jamie's still making clothes. The smith is not smithing. Adkins is back. What you making? A charge rifle. Okay. Okay, I'll allow it. Just a slow grind to get the advanced component. I'm still debating whether it, I'm not going to do it now, but whether it was probably going to be worth it in other series, especially we have so many people to get more fabrication benches up. I think we found out in this series in particular, like when me and Seedlings do sit down for our meetings, we did find like actually selling stuff, having a money source, how important it is. And I know, again, I'm not teaching you to suck eggs, party people. I know you guys are doing it. That's why you help me. But I never done it in Rimworld. I never bother. I'm just like, oh, go along, plod along. But being able to buy the stuff we're able to buy is just amazing. Amazing. Being able to just buy like 3 low shield packs just blows my mind. Because they will save us in the end fight. They will legit save us. Because it means, like, with the big attack where they breached through here and we were stood here, I could have dropped one here, had the Doomsday Rocket Launcher shoot down, instead of, like, so it just gives us so many options combat-wise. Yes, the wind turbines weren't the best idea. Okay, okay. The thought was there, okay? Sometimes I just try and be too clever for my own good. And I just, like, reinvent the wheel as a square or a hexagon, like, yes, this is better. Expand this zone, I guess. So much resources is actually a joke. Right, the dryads are fine. Looking good. Alright, Waltz is bored. Regina and Ting Ting. Is there anything else I can make you do? Not really. Don't like Waltz being bored though, but we are sort of calming down in what we can do. What, just cargo pods? Does the game feel sorry for us? Monkey meat. Right, Waltz is bored. So I wonder, while we have nothing to do and we have people that are bored, let's just research marine armor. Let's research it. You know, it might not necessarily make them, but let's just research it. Let's just have a look. We might not even get it completed or whatnot, but let's have a look if we do. We might be able to buy a cheeky marine something for a melee person. I'm not going to kit everyone out in melee stuff. They can, or marine stuff. They can, you know, pipe down. Quest expires in 10 hours. Which one's that? Asking you to lend one colonist for 8 days. That's not enough. Nah, I'm alright. To be fair, should have just sent Waltz. 8 days. Nah, it's not worth it. Don't think it's worth it anyway. Right, I'm just sort of locked down on the workshop room, keeping an eye on that, seeing when stuff is getting done, but recon stuff is getting made, which is very important. 2 recon helmets are getting made, because how many are we going to need? Like 5, 6, 7 until we're done. And then armor-wise, what do we need? 1, 2. Is that all we need? Yeah, we just need 2. And then we just want a couple of spares just in case anything does get tattered, although we're not really going to prioritise that too much. It's more just going to be to make sure we keep moods up. Can I also manage outfits? But how do I tell you guys? I'm sure there's a way. Like what food to even carry. Because I'd love to be like, oh, prioritise taking... They're really good meals. Do you know what I mean? Don't think there is a way. Well, it must be, but one of my people take you off Glitter World because absolutely no. Manage food restrictions. Not really sure in all honesty. Just would have been nice to just tell them all to like carry a fine meal with them, but I suppose they'll still eat that over the other stuff. We are getting some lavish meals coming, so that's really nice. With the butcher thing, just not butchering quick enough really. Okay. Peace in the colony, kill boxes up, right? Yeah, all sorted. All sorted, sorted, sorted. Love to see that. What else can we really be doing at this moment? I mean, it's just jamming, really. It's just living the dream. What are these here? Advanced components. 2 of them that are nearly done. Like, yeah, we're starting to get some motion. Some motion in the ocean. Is there any more wildlife to hunt? Not really. The thing is, if we're panicking for moods later on, especially when the attacks come, I'll just send ourselves to just slaughter Bessie in the field. Because it won't matter. Saying that, we have a lot of cows in here that just... Okay, hang on, this is a bit silly. Have we got 2 cooks, yeah? Yeah, but it's pretty much 1. So, because you're plant cutting. So, Regina... I'm gonna take hands off that. Put you back on 2 on grow, because that's the problem. Only 1 person's cooking, which might be a problem. And then Regina, if I can actually find you. What I'll do then is I'll turn off crafting. And then you can cook after... Yeah, just cook. Just cook. So then Regina, can you come... Attending marriage ceremony. Excuse me, I don't remember getting my, you know, invite in the mail, everyone. I feel like you've all been caught out here, considering I'm trying to get you all off this Rimworld. Oh, they're beginning their marriage ceremony. Thanks for inviting me. I'm just sat in the corner now. Just like some weirdo. Look, they've all done. They're celebrating the occasion now. Wow. Wow. I could have been best man, I could have had a speech ready, but no. High psychic drone on males. I'm a high psychic drone on males. That's not a high psychic drone, that's a Tazastical run that's given everyone a -30. Oh, he's at it again. He's going at it again. Regina. Oh, there is meat in the stockpile. Cool, cool, cool. Yeah, just make loads of fine meals. That'd be lovely. Shredding mechanoids, living the dream, resource rich. We're resource rich. We're resource rich. That'll be on my new album. Yeah, love when we have fine meals. Moods are actually pretty good keeping up. We've just got the 2 turrets down here, but I think I'm going to have the ship built first. Because the minute the armor's done, then we'll go into doing that. So the problem is I don't want to use all the advanced components on the ship. Like, I just want to build all the armor, get all that ready, get that on everyone, so then we can see everything's going to look glorious. Then we'll build the ship, because we'll need to make another batch of advanced components, and then we're pretty much going to be golden. We're going to be living on sunshine, even more than what we're doing. I mean, the fact that we are getting... Oh no, high psychodrone is only minus 15, fair enough. And I think because everyone's attended the wedding and getting a plus 20, that's sort of over... that was good timing to bring that in, so that's actually really good. People like Walter are a bit more miserable about life, though. What's the matter? You got rejected. Well, I mean, want elder apparel? Cape. Why have you not got a cape on? Is going to be my first question. Sign. What's? Oh, because you're not in the... Oh, well. Sorry. That's my bad. That's actually my bad. I'll just see if there's... Is there a nice one? Normal. There's just normal ones, I don't know. Okay, that's my bad, my man. So, get up and wear that, and then you can get rid of that silly little negative. So there we go. So that minus 4 is gone. Now you're chilly. Now you're moaning. You just wanted the cape. I put the cape on, and you go, oh, it's a bit cold, boss. Can't win with some people. Bit chilly. It's 22 degrees outside. If that's chilly, then my name is Redonkadidonk. Yeah, it's just as silly as everything that you've just said there, Walt. So we'll just leave it as that. Out of order. Do you have a... Just making sure everyone's still got vests on. Yeah, some look like they're close to being out of the door, though. Like tainted. Tattered, sorry. I always get them confused. Okay. So let's go bills. No, I mean, we got 4 on the stockpile, so it's not really tragic or anything, is it? Okay. I'm going to cancel this, and I would like to make 2... Pause for just 2 seconds. Well, shields. Where can I not make smoke packs? Doesn't look like it, does it? I imagine it's because I didn't research it. I mean, I could go down there that way if I wanted to. Just thought it'd just give us a little bit of extra so-and-so. Maybe it's not really that much of a big deal. I don't know, I'm not nervous, it's just I really want to succeed here, party people. I want to succeed for you, I want to succeed for Cowboy Nation. We're going to do this, we're going to smash it. It's going to be more than glorious, it's going to be epic, it's going to be amazing, it's going to be stunning and brave. They're the words you're going to use after this. Right. I think we've achieved the majority of things that we've wanted to achieve, though. We've needed, like, just a big episode to just smash through it. Go, go, go. Jamie's still making clothing. So the psychic drone is ending. So that's important. And other than that... Yeah, as long as the advanced components keep going. The armor... Recon helmet, 150 more work, 87 more work. We're not a million miles away now. This is going well. I'm enjoying it. See, my mood's really good. I think more just because I'm understanding, especially with your help at home, how to do attacks. How to properly do attacks, I should say. So we're not getting injured as much. We've been able to smash through fights a bit better. And then what that means is, because normally how it would go is I'd have a fight, we'd get so injured, the recovery process would be so long. It's like, oh, then the next fight, then the next fight. And then all that happens is like the base is slowly dwindling, nothing's getting done, but the attacks are getting worse and worse. Where I feel at the minute, we are just like in overdrive with what we're doing. Like, I feel relatively confident for what the game could throw at us. I feel like we've got a number of options that we can think about doing. So each attack, it's going to be like, right, let's get the notepad out. Let's think about this. What's the best way? Do we want to pulse the animals? No. Do we want to use mortars? We've got the shield packs on everyone, 3 of them. We've got 2 versions of the kill box. So we've got this one here that we can hold. We can burn it. We've got 3. We can retreat round here. Then we've got a few turrets to help us out as well, which mainly they're going to be to hold aggro and stuff. Colonist needs treatment. Nils? Nils, my boy. He's got asthma. Wow, wow. Well, sucks to be you. Sounds like a you problem if you ask me. Yeah, got loads of flak vest. Bulk's good trader walking in, although these ones are always rubbish. Ro-o-bish. Did we haul the stuff down here? Not really. Some of the mechs have been shredded though, that's nice. Nils, what are you coming down here for? You're hauling the dead people. I'd rather you haul that component, to be honest. Talking about components, I suppose we should trade just in case they have a few, because it does make our life a little bit easier. With these deep drills, let's just uninstall them all. I don't know in what situation we're going to need them, but let's not just leave them around. Pretend we're the richest nation you've ever seen in your life. We are, that's the joke. We're amazing. Looks like we have 2 gold chickens. They have lots of meat. I was just about to say, did we not sell our meat from last round? Oh, they got no components, boo-hoo. Have they got anything? Remember, these are bulk good traders. They've got 9 herbal medicine. I don't really know why they came to us. I'll be honest. I don't know why they came. I don't know why they bothered. We'll take your silver, I guess. A bit of a letdown Larry, I'm not going to lie. We'll take your herbal medicine because I suppose there's no real reason not to. Should we just take a load of meat? We're not desperate for it though. Could just take 1 stack. Then what that would do is allow us to sell a load. Plain leather and camel hide. Take a load of meat just to be sure. Just be safe. Yeah, okay. I mean, not the sexiest deal we've ever done in our life, but not the worst, I suppose. Be nice if people haul that straight away without me asking, but it's probably not going to happen. Cat, can you uninstall... Oh, sorry, you all freeware. I thought you were going to dig at it. Right, there we go. Where are you all going? We're actually sorting bodies out. Look at us hauling and everything. Jeez, look at us. Functioning colony. Don't haul the food and whatnot, though. I'm hoping the dryads are going to do it. So we just let it waste, because we're rich, so who cares? Just hoping the dryads do it, in all honesty, so we don't have to bother. I sound like, what was the point of me even getting it if I can't even be bothered to pick it up? It's just sort of to get it, wasn't it? Why have we ever got so many like singular, because they're fertile? Ruined by temperature. Okay. There's no one going to haul this meat. Gotta haul your meat, fellas. Gotta haul your meat. Lads. Amazing commentary, isn't it? I blow my own mind sometimes by the people. Just making sure that was actually still a stockpile. Panicked then. For some reason I panicked and thought that was going to be a death. Things have been going far too quickly. Far too well. There we go. Someone's hauling the meat. We'll deconstruct this. We don't need it anymore. It's just steel out here and we've got enough steel inside the colony. Let's haul it because as funny as it is... Oh, Francis is coming for that bit. Why... Wait a minute, what? Oh, that little area was not allowed for some reason. How weird. How very, very silly. There we go. So that's getting hauled. So a few more fine mills here and there. Not too bad. I mean, worth keeping the deep drills just in case something happens. I don't know what that something is. This stockpile here, though, I'm going to copy the settings and expand it down here. And expand it here. And actually bring it all down here. Just to clear this area up a little bit. Just so if any fighting does go down over here, we haven't got this in the way, because that could be a pain. I know the same thing could be said here, but we're generally not going to stand here and fight them. Pod Sprout, I'm not really interested. We've got enough Dryads, thank you very much. How we doing? How we doing? Doing? Yeah, we're still on the march to get advanced components. I think it's just how quickly we use them all. It's not like we got mega lucky with... I think Exotic's good traders sell them, don't they? I mean, Bulk's good... I'm sure Bulk's good traders have a little bit of them, which is redundant because they're meant to be bulk good traders. But I understand, because otherwise if they had 50 of them, then we would have completed the game then and there. And as fun as that is, it's not very legendary. It's not a legendary moment in Rimworld. It's like, yeah, I just bought all the bits and I was done. It's not like real life where money means everything. Although money means a lot. Right, lavish meals are even getting made. Nice. Right, these fertile eggs are doing my head in. So I'm going to go storage, raw food, animal products, fertile eggs, get rid of them. And I'm going to make a random stockpile zone for fertile eggs, just because they're doing my head in. I don't really care, I just don't want them in this stockpile. They'll probably go in this stockpile now, oh Jesus. Go stockpile... We'll do like the egg squad here. So we'll go clear all, fertile eggs can go there. Because otherwise there's like one spot in here. Understand you're meant to incubate them, I imagine. But how long do I think we've got left? Do we need to worry about? I think if we have more time left in the colony, maybe we worry about that. I think the time that it's going to take to sort them out, we're probably going to be done or under attack and not being able to help them because they're injured or whatever. Well, not injured, but getting destroyed. Grounded and pounded. I'm glad we got all them sandstone blocks because actually we've used a almighty amount of them. We haven't got a lot of blocks that have actually been building up, and our steel is only at 300 now. Because it's not in a stockpile. I really panicked for a minute. I was like, where's all our resources gone? I was really trying to wrap my head around, like, where... How much steel we got here? Where, like, 8,900 steel just went. But yeah, moving it down there. I think that's the best thing. Bit more convenient. Right. Advanced components are fine. I would like to get this armor up. Kenzo is making some flak vests. How low are we on flak vests? Oh, we're fine. Then we got recon armor. Yeah, it's just a case of catching up on the advanced components. How many do we make? 25. So we're not a million miles away. And then they'll go back on completing the armor. Only little thing that's stalling us. It's fine. It's like this is our swan song. This is the last chance to say goodbye to the colony. Last time to enjoy our productivity. If you want. Which this is full flow colony. We probably might even get that marine armor done in all honesty. With the research anyway. We're at least going to hit over like 50%, which is cool. I said we might not make any, but got a bit of downtime. We might as well give it the best we got. Just sort of watching Kenzo and everyone now, just judging them. One more advanced component and then we're good. Which is very nice. I think we will need another batch, but how many people need them? 1, 2, 3, because Waltz doesn't. We've got a mechanoid cluster. We only need 4 more recon helmets. That's not too, like, bad. But how big is this? Initiates in 10 days an auto mortar. Okay, shields, aerial projectiles, and ground projectiles. I mean, I'm not really fearful of mech clusters anymore. They're more awkward than anything else. Right, just give them a wide berth. I probably would. Are we going to get rid of that before we start the ship? It's more the mortar that I'm concerned about. Initiates in 10 days. I mean, maybe not. Just because it's an option to do what we did with the tribe thing. Hit them as humans are hitting us, or perhaps humans will even pop out over at this side of the map. We've had it done once before in the series, which has been very good help. Okay, with advanced components, let's see, what can we make ship-wise? So engine, you need 6 advanced components. Jesus. 70 gold. Have we not got gold, or is it just not in the stockpile? Yeah, we got gold. Okay, so let's slowly start to build some of the ship, I guess. So we'll go get the ship computer core. I've just basically got an image just up, just to have a look what to really do, because I never really know. So we'll build that bit. Then we'll build a structural beam, and we'll just start to get a few bits going. The structural beams are something that we can, like, get up now. Because we might as well start. And then, security-wise, as we round out the episode, uranium slug turrets. So it can't fire at this bit here. Is it gonna have line of sight? It should do. Okay, there we go. We're gonna get 2 there. Just because then if we use this, it's gonna be panic mode anyway. 2 prisoners. I mean, it's not really worth our time. Right, so we're building more of the ships. That's very, very good. Still making advanced components. Got quite a few of them, in all honesty. New lovers, Kneels and Legs. I mean, her name is Legs, so. But she's quite short. That's the funny thing. It's like people that are like Jimmy the Hat because he wore a hat once. Like, love to be called Jimmy the Hat. Such a badass name. Right, there we go. So ship-wise, what do we need for the even the cryo sleep caskets need a lot of advanced components, which is fine. I mean, we've got to do it, but just slow down. I don't want to burn all the advanced components straight away because I do still want to make sure the armor and whatnot is getting built. What I'm going to do, I really want to take them off of so advanced components. How we're unpausing at 14. Can we unpause at like 9 or something? Because we're just jumping back on them very quickly. Unpause at 9. There we go. Let's stay off them for a bit. Go do something else. Live the dream. Components, like unpause at 22. Make a load and then unpause off them. 22. Advanced components. Make 30. And unpause at 12. Okay, come down here, advance, make 30, and pause at 12. Okay. Right, there we go. Alright, so it's nice to see some of the ship going up. Royal Tribute Collector. We're getting off this planet. Have you not heard? You're not heard? I love the idea that we just start making rumours about everything. Collective Fiesta opportunity. Okay. Let's get an engine up, I guess. I'm just on the wiki and just looking at a ship thing I've built. This is what? The second time ever playing Rimworld where I've actually built a ship. Absolute cray. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There we go. Get the first beds up. That's pretty nice. Then we'll get another structural beam the other side. Okay. It's becoming reality now, party people. Let's be honest. Did you think we would get to this point? Like, a lot of talking about getting this bad boy up, and we're getting it up now. We've got so much resources to get it up. It's amazing. Right, I'll just leave that for the time being. Probably want some, I wonder if I want some sandbags around this to offer it a little bit of protection. I don't know how much the game targets it. We should be fine. I trust the firepower we've got. I hope. I say that now, in 10 episodes' time. I feel like we've got enough up. I feel like any more and we're just getting it up for the sake of it. We've got... Yeah, okay, no, just leave it. I feel like we've got enough. Steel, underground, I mean... It's a big little bit, actually. Let's do the fiesta. Let's keep everyone in a good mood. Let's have a fiesta. Fiesta. We're all happy because we're building the ship pie, people. That's what it is. We are so close. We're living the dream. Living the dream. Right. +5 if I'm on the right zone. So a long episode, give me that. +5 for 6 days, that's not too bad. Moves are very high in the colony though, that has to be said. Let's go in. Okay. Right. So the uranium turrets are going in there, so that's really good to see. The Empire's leaving. See you later, losers. We're getting off this planet. Grow up. Absolutely grow up. Very nice. I'm really happy. Really happy with how everything's going. There we go. They look like big boys, don't they? I was about to say, I hope it can turn round this way. And I mean, it can pound anything that comes through here as well. The only thing we are going to have to watch that it doesn't hit our own people. So we will have to keep that in mind. Otherwise, I mean, it would be absolutely hilarious, but not really. How many are all these Doomsday rocket launchers? So that's bio-coded. So let me click on this storage. Can I actually say, like, don't give me bio-coded stuff? Yeah, don't allow bio-coded. So I don't want to sit there trying to click it, because that one isn't bio-coded. So we have 2 Doomsday rocket launchers. It's bio-coded as well. 1 triple rocket launcher though, worth knowing. So we've got other options as well as the kill box options that we have pointed out. The ship is going up. Look at us go. Look at us. A lot of components are getting used now, though. Were they getting used on the ship? Why have they, like, disappeared all of a sudden? Oh, yeah. Components were getting used as well. Not a great deal, though. Interesting. I can hear all the animals getting slaughtered. It always sounds brutal. Or the chickens. Hey, we have loads of chicks. Oh, so I'm talking nonsense. Inspired trades. Yep. Okay, now we're winding down the episode, and actually getting rid of all them eggs in here has made a hell of a difference. Lavish meals up, fine meals. We're going to need them in the days to come. The ship is going very nicely. What else do we need for over here? Just uranium, which we have. So they'll get to work in that. Nice. Tempted to even build a wall there to block it from firing across, but I mean, this is the sword we're dying by, so we shall die behind it, I guess. Crazy to think we're building the ship. How we doing? I keep having a look up for recon helmets. I think they're all going to get bogged down, keep making advanced components and components now. But I mean, it needs to be done. We could strip mine. But I think it's going to be a pointless exercise in all honesty. Shoot frenzy, I mean, okay. Burning bodies, look at us go. Look at us go like we're a professional colonist. Amazing scenes. How are the batteries doing? They're full. Of course they are. We're a very powerful army. Powerful nation, the cowboy nation. What's not building here? We got a raid to ruin our life. Just put a sandstone wall there. How big is that? Come on, give us a big one. Right, hide inside. Do we want to go animals? Hide inside. I think there's two sides they were coming at us. Okay, so that's a lot of caterpillars. A lot of caterpillars. So 10 over... No, there's 7 there. We're in good mood, so we're going to be able to sit here and fight them for quite a while. 9 over here. Yeah, that's quite hefty. It's quite hefty. Big ass, are you going inside, yeah? Okay. Alright, let's click everyone. Do want to do this individually. Just because it's actually easier than drafting everyone to come over and then realising, oh, no one has anything. Just seeing if there's a chain shotgun. There we go. Oh, no. Chain shotgun for you. Boromir charge rifle. Jamie Zeus hammer. Donkey charge rifle. Tonya has got EMPs. Good girl. Bree. We look good. We look all geared. Waltz, you've got the other EMPs. To be fair, we've actually had a lot of downtime, so we shouldn't be too decided. Everyone's in a good mood. I mean, it's probably the best stage they could attack us if they're going to. The animals, just because they give us a little bit of grief in attacks, I'm just going to send all the dryads in here. Just wondering at what point do we turn the dryads? Probably the beginning of next episode, because next episode will probably be able to get the ship up and whatnot. This has delayed us a little bit. Nothing too crazy. Is any doors outside open? No. Nothing stuck in any of the doors? No. Just making sure. Don't need to come down just yet. Probably like schedule-wise, I'm going to turn this into anything. The reason why is because as we're going to get hit harder, the time we're going to have to work, I don't really care. I would rather the colonists stay happy. Because if we stay happy, moods can stay higher longer, so I don't want them to get stuck in a work schedule that they're being forced to do when they need food or rec and stuff like that. So I am going to then click everyone draft undraft. And then... So a couple of people eating, not many. Luckily we have this kill box that slows everything down, so we don't have to run over immediately. Because standing there isn't really going to do too much for us. Sadly, this lamp keeps getting destroyed. I think the game just doesn't like us having a lamp there. Like, that's why the game's angry and keeps sending attacks at me, really. Okay, it will be a big one to deal with, but it's going to be nothing that... So it'll be 17 centipedes altogether. It's nothing that the end attacks are not going to give us. So if you can't deal with it now, we're not going to be able to deal with it later. So any problems we have now... This is like the test run. The test run before we turn on the ship is pretty much what this is. Because the ship is going up very quickly now. Alright, so I'm going to go speed 3. I don't think there's any more shenanigans we can do in here. I do wonder, do we want to straight away jump behind here? I don't think we do. It's just more the melee people I do worry about. I mean, they have a gap there, so I'll be interested to see if the AI wants to dive for that gap, and if it does, I might actually let it. Let's go speed through a little bit more. Let's let them come round to the next bit. Again, we aren't in any rush. I feel like now is the good time to draft everyone. There we go. So we'll draft everyone over, including Jenkins. We might have been a bit lax here. So I might actually get everyone to draft here. And if we need to shut the doors, that's fine. Don't allow these doors. Yeah, I feel like we've been a bit slow. So yeah, let's just come straight here then, I guess. Oh, we've got it. We've got it to use it. But nice to see our turrets in action as well. Bit more damage per second. Make sure this bit works because we haven't really used it. We've only used it once as an emergency. However, it did go very, very well. It is worth saying. Let's get the melee people up front. Chain shotguns as close as possible. Togo's still got a smoke launcher. We need weapons over here, don't we? As if you picked up a smoke launcher, you... Right, they're coming round, so we do need to be quick. They're attacking that door. Which is not good. Might have to double door that. Don't allow them, just in case I accidentally click. Waltz, then immediately start throwing. Okay, luckily. I forget because they saw us go through it. Right, another melee person up the front. Right, ranged people. Come on, I need to be a lot more quick at grabbing everyone. Very slow and steady. It only wins the race to a degree. Cat over here as well. Niels, come down here. Just have you all in a line down here. Have you gone to get rid of your smoke launcher yet? No, look at you taking the long way round. Pathetic. Some people just aren't team players. Right, here we go. Good DPS. So I said, look, they come over here, and we know they stand here, so we can address that. It's not a problem. Tonya, then throw EMPs there, please. There we go. Now they're getting stunned. That's more like it. Melee people I don't want to dart in too soon. We might have to reinforce this with uranium or something, because I see that's getting quite hit. But that's fine. The big ass jetpack you over here. Cool. You're all sorted. Then, is that everyone? Apart from Togo, of course. So far so good, but these are the little enemies. You'd like to think we could deal with these. I'll get us in this zone already, and I will actually alter it now. And this will allow us to have a food break before the centipedes, caterpillars get here, just because we will actually have access to the dining room. I think this was a really good idea. Then, yeah, I feel good about this. Whether it goes good or not is another matter. Like, it needs to go good, let's be honest, but we should be fine. We're going to take a little bit of a beating from these, though, aren't we? Food for thought. I mean, it's just going to be a case of how much damage we can do to them. I mean, there's no point worrying about it too much. EMPs will take out our warriors, though, but again, there's not too much we can do about that. That was a bad EMP. Let's run over there. But luckily, if he does run there, these turrets come into action. So that's not horrendous. It's not great, don't get me wrong, but at least if they go there, these turrets hit them, so you're not getting much cover because you're... Okay. So we dealt with the first load. So now I'd like to undraft everyone. Some people are going for meals. So the people that I see not going for meals, I'm just going to redraft you again, rather than let you walk off. Look, because actually mood-wise we're good. Yeah, so then redraft the people that are not going for meals, because then they can just stand here, they might as well. Some people might not have meals on their person, it is worth knowing. The only change I'm going to do is to push the melee people up and the EMPs to stand behind them. because I've seen a couple of EMPs go wild off target. So then we can have them a little bit closer, just so we make sure the stuns are getting in. That's the only change that I've seen that would be good. Now the melee people are there if we need them. However, I don't want to just engage with them for the sake of it. It would probably be worth it having a melee person over here. And I wonder whether we move 2 over here, just in case they do push up. But I think this is going to be an experiment to see if that happens. I mean, 4 people work really well here. So I'm going to go put Regina over there, just in case. Hands come over here. Because we've got 4 people here, it works perfect. The 4 people block the 2 EMP grenades, so I don't mind that. Jen can stay around this area because if you need to sell anyone. And then Regina can stand here. And then if anyone jumps in cover, like we know that Lancer will do, although because there's a body there, they might not. But at least with a melee person here, Regina can help out. Okay, the big test is to come with the 16 centipedes, and it's just going to be, have we got the DPS to deal with them? Now, it's good that we actually delay like we do, because all these dead bodies means the centipedes will have to come further into our base to shoot. Makes me think then we should put steel slate chunks the whole way through, which shrink. Actually, we're going to do, because I see no downside to doing it. So we're going to do that in future, which is then just going to mean they're not going to be able to run where they want. Means they're not going to stand still though either. I mean, yeah. So yeah, EMP grenades already hitting their target a lot better. Everyone's in very good moods. That's the nice thing. But here we go. The problem is once these are in, they're in. We haven't managed to separate them, which I suppose is the only thing we've got to remember is we've got jetpacks. We can be, you know, moving the forces so they're not all hitting us all at once. Because this isn't great for us. Right, so how we're going to survive this is we need to make sure that EMP grenades fire at different times. There we go, that's better, that's good, that's good, that's good. So they're off center, so then there's more chance of them getting the enemy. There's going to be a lot of pauses here. There we go, got some stuns in. Seedlings, if there's ever a time to use your combat command, it's probably now. Right, you can fire there, that's worth knowing. Right, your combat command doesn't reach everyone. I don't think I want to move you. Don't want to move the melee up. You can shoot as well, can't you? Yeah, I can see the cones. I will leave it for the moment, but I am watching them like a hawk. They are going to fire. So what we should have done is fight them here first and then move. Because I can already see they're about to overwhelm us. Okay, melee people. The problem is, are the melee people going to... I'm going to get friendly fire at them though, that's the problem. I'm trying to think. We're going to get overwhelmed here, aren't we? The writing's sort of on the wall for it. Think. I mean, we still have stuns and whatnot. They haven't shot us yet. But that's not really saying much, is it? Remind me what Flash Storm is? It's too inaccurate. We've got any other abilities that we could, like... Blinding Pulse, does that affect visual centers of the brain? Is it worth a try? I mean, it's worth a try, isn't it? Okay, then Bree. Okay, so this centipede can't be allowed to do what they're doing, really. Am I moving the melee people up? You're firing, which we just can't let happen. Stump. Perfect. Jamie, move up. I'm just moving people up. So Regina has to block that. Problem is I don't know how much damage we're actually doing. And it doesn't look like a great deal. It might be the first low shield pop we might have to pop in a minute, but let's try and do as many stuns as possible first, to then see how we go. And it's just going to be a case, this might be a slow burner, but we're going to have to just take our time. Currently, it's not shocking. Regina's got this centipede in lockdown. I don't want to send another melee to help, in all honesty. I don't want them to... It's just tricky, Okay, play for a little bit. Do some more damage. EMP's offset. Jamie got hit. Charge rifle. Okay, move back, Jamie. That's the problem with the melee. So I probably wanted the melee then to stand here with the EMPs behind. This centipede is taking a lot of damage. We are still stunning, and the problem is there's another batch coming in, and we're not exactly doing like maximum damage here. I mean, some of them are actually quite damaged. Crazy, but, you know, damaged nevertheless. And we've learnt from the kill box, so we've learnt stuff from this kill box. Okay, that wall there is done. I mean, I'm not super happy. Okay, there we go. That's what we don't want. I need to be quicker on that. Where is Bree? I need to be quicker on that pause. Can't see who's doing it. Can't see who's doing it. How's this centipede doing? Not too bad. Seedlings doesn't have a jetpack. Can we move Seedlings over just a little bit? Just so everyone's getting that combat command. Mass chaos skip is an option. Cat, are you getting hit there as well? You got hit by them. Are you both really injured? Problem is, if we need to dogpile, I want to get ready to dogpile, if that makes sense. I can see some centipedes are dying, so we have got it. We have got the shield packs as an option. The problem is they are going to replenish with 7 centipedes. And it's not like I can click the dead ones to see how many are dead. Right, Bree. Trying to get some more stuns in. So they are trying to move in to shoot us. Right, that's some good stuns there. So we do a little bit more damage. I'm more worried about Kate and Jamie. Their shield belt's not going up. Bree with the stuns is coming in clutch at the moment. Haven't we got... Where's that Joker? I'd have been very annoyed if I saw that he had a stun and he was taking his time. Regina, how are you getting on over here? Not too bad. Send the other 2 melee people over to try and help dispatch that pause. Stun. Stun again. Right, that's the stuns done. I want to see how many caterpillars. We've killed 4 of them. About to turn 5 because we're sending the melee people to jump on that one. Has anyone got stun? I'm sure we had 2 people with stun. Do we not? Hands, what have you got? Virgo Pulse. I mean, we've got to try something, haven't we? Does that? I just want to see, does that do much? Virgo Pulse. It doesn't look like it really. So hopefully we can get that centipede down. It's going to be a case of when we will deploy a low shield at some point. It's just a case of I don't want to do it yet, especially knowing more centipedes are on their way. So, looks like they're aiming for the melee people. EMP grenades are doing well. Right, so these 3 melee people are doing legit. These have to... Do we move them over there? Just trying to think of this logically. If they rushed the EMPs, how in trouble would we be? I mean, I think if they... I mean, it doesn't look like they're coming down this way. So let's move the melee people up here. Because we need to be... Okay, hang on. The melee people need to start pushing down them. Then they can start shutting some of these down. And if they can attack on the edge, they can be relatively safe. If there's such a thing. Centipedes have got 8 dead at the moment. And I mean, DPS is still quite high. And we've still got weapons in our locker. The EMPs are still going well. I mean, I'm more cautious about the melee people getting shot and whatnot. Which Regina is. So Niels and Regina, can you please back off? Because I can see you're getting shot. Okay, the first one's firing. Have we got another stun from you, Bree? We do. Just stun the Inferno Cannon. Thank you very much. Stun that bad boy there that's shooting at us. Please, please, please. Thank you. Health-wise, it's not shocking. I think the armor is obviously... This is what I'm saying about appreciating the armor a bit better. It is saving us. The melee people do need to be careful here. The problem is it's sort of a double-edged sword with the shield belts. Now, the shield belts are going down very, very quickly, even when they are shot. I can see you were about to shoot. But the EMPs are taking it as well. I just want the melee people to sort of hold them at the minute. We're looking good, though. We are looking good. There's another one that's dropped. An Inferno Cannon shot that is going to come in, though. That's not good. How many centipedes are up? 5. Jamie, you need to... Come on, Jamie. You need to get on that one. Okay, we're in trouble. Don't move. Okay, actually, we took that down, so that's really helpful. I was about to send a melee person in because we were in that much trouble. Okay. I'm just trying to think this through. Ting. Come back. Bree, come over here. I don't like when we're all bunched up like this, but we don't really have a choice. Don't want to send the melee people into their death. Is that a stun? We've got one more. Bree, have you got a stun just to help? Stun. Wow. And there's things we could have done better. That's the scary thing about how well we did there. There's things we even could have done better. So we know. So what I'm going to do straight away is I'm going to security. So this I'm shrinking a little bit. Not by too much, but I'm shrinking a little bit. Okay. Security-wise, I want to do this right now as we close out the episode. Sandstone thing here. We know that EMPs can stand here. The melee people are going to stand here in future. And then anything that sort of pushes out too much, then we can push down and deal with. The uranium wall build order there. And why it went really wrong is because we didn't get and we couldn't do the first initial defense. I feel like research while we're going down marine. I am going to try... Where is it? Please tell me. Fire foams. Because I believe they just then turn off and put out fires. That was the only problem when we got hit late on. But with having all this armor and whatnot, we were able to deal with that really, really nicely. Hold door. Sorry, not hold door. We'll have to just watch that door because it did get hit. So we do need to be aware of that. But everything else went very smooth. These ran out of ammo and stuff, but they helped us. They did help us. It probably means we could get away with... Wonder if we can get away with like 2 more turrets or something. Problem is I don't want them to get destroyed and then blow up each other. That's my only like worry about that. Damn, party people, damn. Gotta be proud of your boy for that. Come on. Think how far we've come. The attacks we can deal with nowadays. We are a colony and a half. Right, get the... We are injured, so I will just pause just for 2 minutes. And have a look at injuries and whatnot, just to make sure no one's on death's door. I don't think anyone is. Regina. I know the melee people because I sort of messed them up. I shouldn't have stood them there. I should have stood them there. So I can identify the fault that we had there. But we have to... Round of applause for the colony. Round of applause for the colony. Regina, get you straight away in the medical bed. Straight away in the medical bed. Hide inside. Straight away in the medical bed. Congratulations, everyone. All wake up. Go to your beds. You all deserve to eat, go to your beds and whatnot. Because moves are still pretty alright. Not crazy, but pretty alright. Very, 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 very good. Love it, love it, love it. So I hope you enjoyed the large episodes. I thought, let's get some massive progress done. And then it's pretty much on track for next episode. So hopefully be the finale, which will be very, very nice. I mean, need to build a few advanced components and whatnot. Maybe we'll deal with the cluster down here, which will be fine. So we have got still a few things to do, a few things on the list. But the ship is coming along very nicely. Like, we've got most of the major bits done. It's getting bigger and bigger, which is obviously a delight. And the kill box, I mean, was nothing short of sensational. Oh, we have got the infection. Cat, so let's just make sure... Are we already treating it? I love having this medical bay. It's so handy. So good. So good. Let's make sure we are actually queuing up for stuff to get built. Inspired taming. I mean, I'm inspired after that, so I'm glad you all are as well. I mean, we could even make this a little bit bigger, but I think it's a bit redundant. Because the idea would be we fight here, then we retreat. If that is the idea, we probably want to then double door this purely from a safety point of view. Because if we lose that, then we are in a bit of trouble. I mean, we can do the reverse, but just having these turrets being able to help us out is, you know, very handy, I feel. It's not a be-all and end-all, but very handy. And, like, that's just a little bit, so when they can get delayed walking over to us. Which makes me think this bit here, I could shrink like that and expand. That's probably no, come on. That's probably a better way to do it like that. And then I'll just make up, I just want the finishing touches. Because then next episode we can deal with that cluster down there. And then we're pretty much rocking and a-rolling as we always are. Yeah, a few adjustments. And only a few. Let me make that clear, only a few adjustments. And I feel extraordinarily good about that. Then, like I said, if we can get the research, get the fire foams, so then at least then when they incendiary launch us, because they'll get a couple of chances to do it for sure. But if then we can get the fires out quickly, that will help a lot. And that's why I like 2 grenades. I like them just being thrown offset like that, which works really well. I'm doing like hand motions and all sorts. But I love them firing offset, because the reason why I do it is because then if latecomers come and the first one didn't stun them, then the second one can. I just feel like 2 is the perfect thing, and then especially with Bree on stun, that's why we give Bree the Alexa row, because you've got them stuns. Stun can be useless, but in situations like that where we're just trying to kill bullet sponges, that's all there is. You know, don't get me wrong, I really do like the caterpillars. I think they're very, very interesting, but they're bullet sponges, so we need to try and get rid of them as quickly as possible. And having a stun in between, so you got the 2 EMP grenades and then you got the stun, just picking anything that sort of misses out of that. It means our safety is kept in check, which is nice. We've got a lot of mechs to shred. Like, I don't know how it works with like getting components off them, but I won't say no. Or is it just steel? I can't really remember, because I know sometimes they drop components, like you kill them and they just straight off drop them, but I don't know. What does the shred mechanoid say? Can I click the body and actually tell? Not a problem, just more interested more than anything. Right, the repairs go up. Expand this zone here, because I want to make sure the steel slag chunks go all the way back. How much health do they have? 300. And these have 750, so what I probably should do then is come off that. Build copy these uranium ones here. Just here. Because they didn't get destroyed very quickly, but they did get destroyed. Okay. Yeah, very, very, very happy. And then let's go normal zone. Because apart from the mech cluster, which we don't have to worry about right this second, it's more just going to be taking it out before the mortar turns on, whereas fire foams is done. So let's go back into marine armor. Lovely, because actually marine armor isn't far off getting completed. The mortar will turn on in 5.5 days down there. Let me just read. I can't remember where they even are. Is it security? No. Temperature? No. MISC? Probably. When it detects fire, this safety device pops and sprays a fire-retardant foam in a circular field around itself. I feel like that's a good move, right? Put one of them there. Put one of them there as well. Just so, because I suppose that's the only thing that's really going to scare us. And I'll even put one here. I don't want it to fire. Yeah, I'll put one there. So then if there's a fire down here, the same thing, if we're retreating, it can do that. So, okay, I think we've made some good changes, some solid changes. And like, there's things we could have done better, getting someone to jetpack out there, delay them maybe. But to be fair, with how well we, I'm not going to say slaughtered them, but slaughtered them, fills me with a lot of confidence moving forward. Now, obviously, that's not the only attacks we're going to get, but it's nice that some attacks we're feeling confident behind us. I think what it's going to mean is we're going to need to just make sure we've got blocks. And I mean, we've got 1,300 because we're just going to have to plug gaps, because I think that's the only thing that's going to really put us in a bad position is if we get breached and whatnot, can't fill the gap up and can't get them to come through our kill box. Visitors, of course they want to visit us. We're so amazing. But yeah, I just feel just a few turrets there. Just help us just enough. Just enough. I would like to have a look at health. Yeah, mini turret. Zeus hammer. I don't know how accurate. Should have had a look when they were down, really, or when they were up to... Oh, there we go. Uranium slug turret. Looks like efficiency. I mean, we have a lot of penetration. Okay, that's cool. That gives us components, so... I mean, I prefer when loads of them get dropped. I mean, there is a mod somewhere where, like, they have... I think the idea is there's, like, spaceship war above you and, like, loads of these drop down. I mean, I feel like that could be in the base game. As long as it only happened, like, it'd have to happen not very often. But I feel like that's a really cool event. It makes it feel like the world's alive. And I love when you feel that. I feel like that when, like, there's, like, clusters to deal and we have to leave our map a bit. You remember you're part of this bigger world, which I think is absolutely fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. Right, with research, we are going to get the marine armor research done, in all honesty. So, I'll have a look, but the priority is to make sure the melee people do have armor, because that's the only thing we could improve, just obviously make sure more people have armor, which we are pushing towards that. It's just a case of getting there. Mitchell wants to change his look. One idle colonist, ting ting. No, we get plasteel from the centipedes as well as steel, so not components, but plasteel, so that's okay. We even clean these up pretty well. Nice, yeah, plasteel. Remember when we worried about getting plasteel? Jeez. Thing of the past, thing of the past. Right, so before we... So we're going to have to make 50 components, then make some advanced components. So we're going to be a bit sluggish on the progression in that way. We have got some cloth just sitting around, so I wonder if we get Kenzo to make some jackets out of cloth as well. It's just literally sitting there. Have we got any wildlife that we want to kill for food? No, but we have a lot of wildlife that we could potentially animal pulse, which is actually quite good. Have we got anyone else we want to tree link? Because we're going to have so much of this built up. Adkins, is that what we're going to do? Michael, Quick Sleeper, Optimist, or Adkins. Great memory, too smart. I mean, it doesn't really matter. I mean, I just don't like the fact that you're not part of our religion. It makes me very upset, I'll be honest. So I don't want to reward you for that. Right, Michael, let's get you going on as a psychic warrior, so then we have another person. Another person going, which I think is always going to be good. If we can get another person with stun, that would be amazing. I was sure we had 2 people with stun, though. Then if I go, because I know Bree does. Actually, I don't want to draft everyone just for that. What did you get? Chunk skip? I mean, that could be quite good. I'm going to actually power you for a couple of levels here. Chunk skip could be good to maybe, if we can plug them gaps where chunks or stuff gets destroyed in the kill box, that could actually be very, very important. Let's get you a couple of levels because we might as well. We've got the grass around here. We'll just do the one more. Nutra heat dump. Remind me what that is. See, so you can basically give your... So you could give your stuff to Bree. The problem is then Bree's in a coma for a day. Which... I don't know. I suppose later on in the end game, if we're getting pounded too much, then that's maybe something we can think, because stuns are good. Party people, stuns are good. And food, we're back down to like having like stupid amounts of milk, which is fine. One more bulk's good, trader, although we'd just be buying stuff for the sake of it, let's be honest. It's not like we're desperately requiring stuff. Let's get Michael a couple more levels. See no reason not to. I just like zooming in so we have like little Chatticus times and we can see the lovely tree. I think it's before this series I never really used this tree. Didn't realise how powerful it is. I mean, it helps, like our base is like perfectly planted around it. Chaos skip. Okay, that's another useful one. We can use it. I'm not going to say it's amazing, but we have used it. We can find use for it. Especially when people breach us, I find more than not it's helpful. Especially if they flank us while we're fighting someone, do you know what I mean? We can find that being very, very, very useful. Jamie's crafting, the ship's going to get going. What are we actually like waiting on a lot of these things? Advanced component, advanced component. Advanced okay, we're waiting for advanced components for the majority of this stuff. Which is fine. I mean, once we get back up to scratch, we're going to be laughing, let's be honest. Yeah, very, very good, I have to admit. And it just sets it up nicely next episode to get this done, to get this beaten. Like, we've got to be going in with confidence after that. We have to be. Feel like we have a good base. Feel like we got a very, very good base. Best base I've ever had, anyway. I've said it once, I'm going to say it 50,000 times because I'm proud of what we've done with your party people's help at home. Like, if I could high five you, I'd high five you. I'm not going to give you too much credit. Like, my ego's big enough. I can't be, you know, expecting other people's to go. Okay, as I am pumped up as anything, let's keep this episode going a little bit longer to the 2.5 hour mark, just to treat you all party people, just to get this progress rocking and rolling, because next episode will be the finale. However long it takes, it will be the finale. We are pretty much good to go. I'm looking at helmets at the top, and we are pretty much good to go. We are doing extraordinarily well. Our kill box is thriving. We've got the DPS to deal with most things that come our way. The mortar down here is the only thing that's going to delay us a bit, because we will have to deal with this. Initiates in 3 days. I mean, is it a case of we could wake them up and then pulse the animals? The thing is, when we wake them up, we have to remember the mech capsules will all turn on. The mech assemblers will start. So it's going to be a little bit negative to deal with. But I feel like... Let me have a look again. In one caterpillar, let's say, like, even if they drop like 3 caterpillars each, it's still not as bad as what we just got hit with, so we shouldn't be too nervous. I just want to Alex as many friends. I mean, if you told me about you, I'd probably do the quest. Marine armor is done. So let's have a quick looky. So just for comparison, recon armor needs 3 advanced components, 80 plasteel, 10 uranium. How much would marine armor? 100 plasteel. I mean, maybe. I mean, let's be honest, we're just sort of trying to smash out components and advanced components. We have found some more plasteel underground, but who cares? We are so resource rich. Is there any more research? I mean, we've got some time. Could get a flat screen television just for the hell of it. I mean, that's really what we should be prioritizing, isn't it? Okay. No, I'm relatively happy. Relatively happy, in all honesty. So I know the advanced components are slowing us down a little bit. But we've got 2 people pretty much on full time to create them, so it sort of is what it is. How much would another fabrication be? Problem is, we need 10 components. I'm not sure. Wait, let me just see what... There's a high-tech research bench. Yeah, I don't know if it's worth it. I don't know if it's worth it. I think it's just where we have downtime and they don't get done. We're obviously going very, very hard in the paint the last load of episodes to get everything done. More devil strands, so we make sure we've got clothing for everyone, which is lovely. I mean, I'm more concerned about the melee people getting the armor they need. The recon helmets for everyone else. Like we're going to lose people on this final attack. We'll have to just get over that, in all honesty. Other than that, yeah, a very, very strong progression for this episode. Very loving it. I mean, we got 30 components and they'll stop at 50, then go on to the advanced components. So we should see more of the ship getting built towards the end. Lots of chicks, lots of animals, lots of milk, lots of resources. Oh, exotic good trader. Not sure we're going to be able to do much here, sadly. Let's get Walt to come down because you are our best. Best of the best of the best. Are we going to have much to sell? So that's what it comes down to. What can we sell for money? And you do have advanced components. So I will sell weird things here to make sure. So elephant tusks we'll get rid of. The gold and whatnot is not in a zone. Nor's the silver. Could sell some of this. So 150 of it. Mainly to get the 2 advanced components. Then how many components would you let me buy with that? You'd let me buy 7. Okay. I'm gonna sell all my, because what I don't want is to leave this, try and build an orbit trade beacon on the stockpile down with the wind turbines, not be able to do it in time and lose this opportunity where we're buying 24 components. We're buying 3 advanced components, meaning we can get going again. Actually, we can turn this down so then we can actually keep some. So that might be the better option. But we've got because all it is chem fuel, which we have in abundance. And steel. And even if it is anything else, there we go. Because we've got to take them components and whatnot. We'd be silly not to. Just seeing if there's anything else we want to sell or buy. Don't think there is. I think that's pretty much us golden. We could sell some jump packs because they fetch some good money. Where's a lung? I think at this point it's a bit redundant worrying about that, in all honesty. I think we're good. One more look. Cool. Accept that. There we go. That's cool. 3 advanced components. So then that brings our normal components up to 54, which means then we will start making after these last cheeky 2, then we go straight back onto advanced component production. Then means we can start the ship production. So I'm sort of glad we're pushing this episode as long as possible. I hope you like it. I hope you don't mind it. Obviously, we're pushing towards the new expansion. We're trying to get Cowboy Nation wrapped up. Don't feel like we're trying to rush it or anything. We're still calm, collective nature. But doing hella good at the minute. Very, very proud of the boys and girls around the colony. We are doing as good as we can. More chem fuel will get made. Yeah, sailor. Sorry, more mortar shells and that lot will get made as you run off. You're too quick. Are you okay in here? Ah, social fight. Okay. Yep, advanced components. So here we go. Here we go. That's what we need. That's what we need. So then the ship can really start going. Because we're turning it on next episode for sure, party people. So we need to make sure we're moving and a grooving. And if you don't have a helmet, then cross your fingers and hope for the best. Uranium found underground. Yeah, look, it's all going up now, party people. Got a little bit more. We will build a ship big enough for everyone here. I don't feel like there was any traitors. I feel like there were a couple of scoundrels, but no traitors. So we will try and get them all off. Found some plasteel underground. A bit far away, otherwise I would have probably dug at that. Because we've only got 1,200 plasteel, and I mean, we are going to try it. Well, we are going to burn through that, let's be honest. Nice to see cleaning getting done, considering it hadn't got done, like, this whole series. How long until the mortar turns on? 1.4 days, so we're probably going to have to deal with that at the start of next episode. I'm not quite sure. I'll probably just mortar it, to be honest. Get it sorted like that. It's more of a pain more than anything else. I mean, moods are not great. Reject. Like, stop proposing then. Stop proposing. Waltz is my solution to your hate of that table. I mean, well, you shouldn't be really, should you? And tomorrow, I feel like we're going to have to mortar. The mortar. Shrink that up there. Yeah, we're going to have to mortar this. So agitate them, because we need enough time to defeat these to then come deal with the mortar as well. We need to remember. So that's probably how we'll close off this episode. Leave it on a little bit of a cliffhanger, because I know how you party people love that. But wait until everyone wakes up, I suppose. And we're down to simple meals again, which doesn't help. Having the fine meals as backup is pretty nice. Ting Ting, are you okay? Just want to make sure you didn't drop your weapon or anything. That would make me vastly sad. Did the fire foam things go up in the end? Yep. Cool, very nice. That one will probably get destroyed when we retreat, but it's no bother. But everyone's up. Wait for the majority of people to have meals, just so we know, you know, these 80% of the colony are okay. Then we will get everyone to hide inside. Get our animals. This is like, getting used to doing this. Alright, our dryads will stay in here. Then high explosive, not loaded. This one was still EMP though, right? No, we swapped it over, so we'll go that EMP. And then we'll get ready to sort that out. We could use an animal pulsar. More just to get them out of the way. But I feel so confident in our kill box, we're not going to do that. So, okay, let's grab everyone on the mortars. So particularly the people that are in good moods, because most people shooting is, 9 isn't great, but ceiling's 19. Big S 17, 14, 16, 15, 15, 3, that's a bit embarrassing, 16, 14, that's pretty good, pretty good. Right, let's get everyone going. I thought that was going to be another attack then, that would have been quite funny. Big S, Tonga, Boromir, Donkey, let's just double check everyone's hiding inside, they are. We'll hold these doors open just so then if we want to mortar quick we can. Or at least we have the option. Waltz, you have the EMP. Tonya, you have the EMP. Oh, come on, I can remember who the other hunter is. I can't. I can't. It's never going to happen. Boromir. Boromir. I'm just wondering whether the charge lines. What's the penetration on that? 45. And what is a normal rifle? And accuracy is 66, 77 for close and short. And this is 72, 94. Okay, we're actually going to have you on. So you equip that charge lance. Because the penetration is high and we need a couple of people that are ready to take on the mech, so to speak. Right, these doors will remain open. We'll get the mortars in. We'll draft them so they're all going to fire roughly at the same time. The EMP still needs to hit fast. And we need to agitate these so they come up to us as quickly as possible. Come on, seedlings. Just watching that number in the bottom. There we go. So seedlings draft, because that is high explosive. That's high explosive. This is the EMP. So I'm just watching this number where it says can fire, then you'll see the little cone that will come out the top when it comes out. There we go, because that needs to fire up fast. I might actually let it go a little bit more. And then we've got the 2 more people coming in. No, we haven't. They've just run away because why not? Can't speed 3, so they come over. 23. Okay, I know this is a bit fidgety, but it's got to be done. Draft. Boromir, how long until yours? Whoops, that went a bit too far. So seedlings. No, seedlings, it's not you, is it? Togo. Draft, man. And then that needs to fire down here. It doesn't matter where, it will take out the shield the minute it hits the shield. And then everyone else. Did you fire it? You did, didn't you, you scoundrel? Don't think I needed to wait for the cone, in all honesty. I think the cone just starts when you click on it. Okay, bring these down here. We'll try and take the mortar out first time, but in all realisticness, it's not going to happen. Right, so the EMP should go. I'm hoping... Can I actually click on it? Where are the other mortar shots? Okay, yeah, they're coming. So either way, we just need to agitate the bugs. There's the EMP, take it down. Where's the other mortar shells? Here they come in. Okay, here they come. Have these opened? They have opened. This isn't too scary, is it? Like... Okay, here we go. Some more air dropping in. And then the mortar's going to turn on in 14 hours. So we might have to tank a little bit of it, but it shouldn't be too crazy. I'm feeling pretty confident about this, especially with what we have dealt with this episode. So it shouldn't be too bad. Everyone's already drafted and ready. If we can have another shot with the mortars, that would be great. Then everyone draft, undraft, go get some meals and whatnot. Actually, we probably need to draft everyone. Let's start moving everyone down now so we don't have the same mistake that we had last time. We have some visitors that aren't going to do well. Did we manage to get any lucky shots? There's one mortar coming down. Doesn't look like it, does it? No, sadly it survives. I thought we fired a lot of them off them, but maybe not. Right, our visitors probably wish they never visited. But yeah, 52 components. The next episode, we are game to basically build advanced components. We're going to even start off with a little victory, well, kill box show off. So this is going to be fun. And as always, party people, we're living the dream, we're going strong, we're going to do this. Just have faith, have faith. Have faith. We might make some marine armor, in all honesty. We might make some marine armor if we've got the downtime. We're probably not going to, because most of it is going to go on just finishing this off. The big S bringing up the rear. Alright, boy, alright. I can't stop playing. I've got a disease. Get all the people that are really armoured to the front. EMPs down the side. Chain shotguns, just for that stopping power I really like. We'll be able to see that charge lance on. We hold these doors open straight away, just in case we need to go. At least then everything is sorted for us to do so. And then everyone else line up. I really like these charge rifles, I have to admit. I think I've used them in the past, but where my kill boxes haven't been great, I was always like, oh, they seem so weak. But no, it's just me being utterly useless. Turns out when I'm good at, when I'm good at the game, I pretend like I'm amazing now. But when I actually think stuff through and whatnot, turns out everything goes well. So happy with that. I mean, pretty golden, isn't it, party people? Pretty beautiful. If you got to this part of the video, leave a like, leave a sub, leave a comment. And I'll catch you next time, party people. Bye.